Oh, hey, am I live? Okay. Hey, everybody. What's going on? Just wanted to pop on here. Super Bowl Sunday, Super Bowl 55. 55 years. I'm trying to do the math on that. That means that when I was born, they were on like Super Bowl 6. Because I was born back in 71. Right? It's 2001 now. I was maybe five or 6 years old. Anyway, let's talk about the Super Bowl a little bit, okay? We have the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. What? You know as well as I do, one person got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers to the Super Bowl. One person. All right? So, whatever. Good for Brady. I hope he does well. I know my wife is a huge Patriots fan. She felt sort of betrayed and dishonored, and when Brady left the Patriots, I believe she still considers herself a Patriots fan. She's just a little disenchanted. She's waiting for a new superstar quarterback like Brady to emerge from that team. We'll see what that happens, but because of that betrayal, she is not a fan of Tom Brady. Therefore, she will not be rooting for the Buccaneers. We don't have a horse in this race, a dog in this race, a horse in this race. My Steelers did not make it this year. They had a great season up until after, they did 9 wins, and then they lost like every other game or something. I don't know, it was terrible, but Steelers didn't make it. Patriots obviously didn't make it. But I have a good feeling about Mahomes. I think that the Kansas City... It's going to be tough, though, man. Brady is a good player, despite how you may feel about him or not. He got him this far, and he could take them. They could win again. So I'm going for the Kansas City Chiefs. I like that quarterback there, and I wanted to just, while I'm thinking about it, I know it's a little off topic, but let's see what. Jokes. So I wait tables part-time. Sorry, there we go. I wait tables part-time, and I get a lot of old white men that I'm waiting on that want to tell me jokes. They want to share their wit. And as their server, as their waiter, as somebody who works for tips, relies on their tips, their jokes are going to be funny. I mean, they're always going to be funny. They're never not going to be funny. I'm not a good fake laugher, though, okay? So, and I got to tell you, I've never heard a really funny joke that one of these old white men have told me. They're all like corny dad jokes or slightly inappropriate. You probably shouldn't just be telling some stranger that you assume thinks that something controversial might be funny. Of course, I'm not offended by anything, but I just, it's just a little presumptuous of people. And the jokes are never funny. They're never funny, and sometimes they're long, and I've got a million other tables to attend to. And while they're telling the joke, the whole time I'm just thinking, okay, let's figure out how we're going to attack this fake laugh, how we're going to do it. Because we got to do a fake laugh at the end. It can't be too much, or they'll know you're faking it. It can't be not enough, or they'll be like, well, I thought it was funny, and not give you a good tip. So, what's that? Lori Kepix, did you make... This is a raccoon hat. Thank you. Yes, I did not make it. I did catch this raccoon. I'm a trapper part-time in the winter. I trap animals, and I did trap this raccoon. I then skinned it, prepared the skin, scraped all the fat off of it, rolled it up, froze it, mailed it off to a company, and they made a hat out of it for me. So, yes, thank you. I get a lot of compliments on this hat, a lot of sideways looks. Every time I go into Bass Pro Shops, everyone loves it. When I go into Walmart, I get 50-50, I imagine. I don't know what's in people's heads, but I imagine this might butt hurt some people. But oh well, it keeps my head nice and warm, I'll tell you that. Anyway, so got old white guys, if you're listening, I'm almost there. I almost consider myself an old white guy. Don't just tell, especially somebody who's working for tips, don't force them to listen to your jokes. They're not funny. They're never funny. They're always corny. I tell you a funny story about my grandfather, who's still alive. Bless his heart. He's like 93, 94 years old. And he likes to do, I don't think he really tells jokes, but he tries to be funny when he goes into restaurants. Is this my turn? Oh. And so, what's the first thing that the waiter or waitress usually says to you when they greet your table? Hi, my name is so-and-so. How you doing? How are you tonight? My grandfather's standard textbook answer is terrible. Okay, now how are you supposed to respond to that? Obviously, he's joking. It's very dry humor, though. He doesn't usually smile. He just wants to throw the waitress off guard and sort of, shake her up a little bit. It just puts everybody in an uncomfortable situation. Is the next response, do you expect her to say, oh, I'm sorry to hear that. What's wrong? And God forbid, don't do that to my grandfather, because then he'll say, oh, I can't get an erection anymore, or something completely inappropriate and horrible. As a family member who knows him and loves him, we get it, but it's not good. But honestly, what is the reaction? If somebody says that to me, hi, how you doing? My name's Chris. How are you tonight? I'm terrible. Sorry to hear that. Moving on. What can I get you to drink? So it's just so annoying, the people that you wait on and the jokes that they try to tell. And don't try to be funny. This isn't the stand-up comedy hour. This isn't the Comedy Store. Just, let's stick to business here. A little chit-chat's fine, but please don't try to put me in a situation where you're forcing me to laugh, because every laugh I do is a forced laugh because I want to tip and I'm not trying to be rude. It's just such an awkward, you're immediately creating an awkward situation. How did I get from talking about football to talking about corny old white men jokes? Anyway, Super Bowl's today. Very excited. We're going to make wings. I'm going to try a slightly new wing recipe to make them a little more crispy, because everybody loves crispy wings. I think the secret is going to be to add a small amount of corn starch to the flour. So we're going to do wings. We're also going to make homemade pizza. I was going to go over here to the grocery store, to Kroger, and get the ingredients for the pizza, but I want to go to, here in Virginia, we have what's called ABC stores. They're government-owned, government-run, alcoholic beverage control ABC store, and that's where you have to go. You can't be like every other normal state in the country and just go into a grocery store and buy a bottle of Jack Daniels. You have to go in these special sanctioned, very cold, sterile, bland. The employees have almost zero personality. Depends on which one you go into, but it's just not fun. It's not fun. There are some liquor stores that are just so much fun, and the clerks are very interactive. They are knowledgeable about liquors. They're really not around here. So anyway, I'm going to the liquor store first. I'm going to get a bottle of Buffalo Trace bourbon. I'm going to get a bottle of Jack Daniels. Probably also going to get like a 6-pack of Modelo or something to enjoy today. Making homemade pizza from scratch. Going to buy the pizza dough, put our own ingredients on it. It's going to be great. Wings, pizza, probably some sort of chips and dip for the big game. We got soda pop. We're going to have beer. We're going to have liquor. It's going to be fun. Like I said, my Steelers aren't in it, so I'm not all that concerned about who wins or loses. It's just going to be fun. Obviously, they're going to be fun commercials, I'm sure. And so that's it. I just wanted to pop on here, say hello, share my thoughts with you about the Super Bowl and about old white people telling corny jokes to strangers that they don't know. All right, everybody, have a great Super Bowl 55. Go Kansas City Chiefs.